We have got the dates, ladies and gentlemen, of the next in-game event. It is Year of the Pig. It's going to be beautiful. Also, we've got loads of other stuff to cover in this video as well, guys. So welcome to the channel. Hit that sub button and let's get stuck into this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we've just literally this minute, you can see 9 minutes ago, we had a tweet from the Play Overwatch account, which said, "Squeal with joy. Overwatch Lunar New Year returns January the 24th. So let's take a look at this video. Let's go. I'll tell you what, I'll full screen it. Let's just pause this. Let's go back. Let's full screen. Let's do it. So it looks like a Soulja highlight intro. That's very loud. Okay, cool. Let's mute that. Let's go back. So the things to note here is at the end of the video clip, it obviously gives us the date. So, and it gives us the logo. Check that out. Year of the Pig. January the 24th to February the 18th, which is really funky because remember, on the 14th of February, the Overwatch League starts. So this event actually runs or finishes just after Overwatch League begins for Season 2. Funky. Good news is we've got the dates. We know it's coming back. It always seems like this event comes really quickly. Yeah, it always seems like this event comes really quick just because we've just sort of finished Winter Wonderland and it's like, bang, here's the next event. But cool. We've got a Soulja. That looks like a highlight intro to me. It must be. And yeah, I'm sure we'll see skins start getting leaked. I mean, well, not leaked. I say leaked. Skins getting teased. I mean, what's the date now? It is the 17th of January. So 17th to 24th, we're probably going to get skin teasers. So get ready, guys. Make sure you keep eyes on all of the social media for skin teasers going out probably around about 7 p.m. BST, or are we in GMT? Yeah, we're not in British Summer Time anymore. GMT and that kind of thing. I don't know what that converts to in other time zones, but just keep tuned to the Overwatch Twitter account and probably the Instagram as well. They tend to show them off there. All right, let's move on with the news. Okay, guys, this next thing is super, super cool. Now, this is from Jess Mararu Robegru. I've butchered your name. I'm very sorry, Jess. But she is like a UI designer or an aspiring UI designer. And what she's done is put together a load of mock-ups for what could be an Overwatch single-player kind of menu system. Check this out. This is so cool. So if I just bring it in, oh, there we go. So this is her Twitter page. It's awesome. You can see she's talking about this. It's actually a few days old now, and it kind of, I didn't quite catch this until today, but hey, it's pretty cool. So we're going to go into detail on this. Now, what we're going to do is open up the Imgur album, and I'll tell you what, let's just make this a little bit bigger. There we go. And let's take a look at these. So this is super cool. I mean, look at that. So she tried to imagine what an Overwatch story mode would look like. I focus mainly on menus since I'm an aspiring UI designer. So you can see, like, kind of add the archives button to the end there. Pretty cool. I mean, that looks pretty, that looks like it belongs in the game. You'll notice a lot of this stuff just actually looks like it should belong in the game. It's so cool. This is what really caught my eye, though, because this is the what happens if archives is an all year round thing. Now, this is something I've always wanted, but I don't think Blizzard would ever do it because of, you know, money, unfortunately. Anyway, so she divides the story into 3 different sections. So we've got the Omnic Crisis, the Golden Age, and the Fall. I think that's a really cool thing to do. But this is what really got me. It's like, wow, this is so cool. So this is like the idea of breaking down each 3 of these subcategories into their own sort of mission page. And it's actually really cool. Now, obviously, some of the lore and the data and the kind of, I don't know, I guess the research that she's done, she does say that, I think she said on the Reddit post that some of it might be sort of inaccurate, but that really doesn't matter for this because what we're looking at here is a really super cool mock-up of the way this could work. So you can see, like, the Omnic Crisis, you'd have, like, you're a long way from Indiana Farm Boy, and you've completed that, but I guess you click on that and it's selected on the map, so you can see Operation White Dome is selected, and that's in Istanbul. We know that's accurate from the lore, so that'd be a really cool way of doing it. You kind of got the mission briefing, the ways you could complete the mission to get extra rewards. I think this is just so cool. And it shows you what squad you get. It's like, this is super, super cool. And it really, like, when I look at stuff like this, it makes me really sad because Overwatch would be such a better game if it had this stuff built into it. Now, I know it would be super difficult for the devs to make all of this stuff because, I mean, I guess they're just not set up to make this stuff, which is, Overwatch is a multiplayer PvP game, not a PvE game, which is a mega shame because we know, based off the archives events, people love these events. And then we've got, like, the full selection. So this is super cool. I really wanted to give this a shout out because this is something I'd absolutely love to see. So guys, go and follow Jess. In fact, I'll follow. There we go. I'll follow her on Twitter. She's awesome. Go and check her out. Good stuff. Okay, next up, we're going to talk about Ashe's Headbox. Now, this was found by Cini on Twitter. On Reddit. I'll just quickly show you guys the post. There we go. There's a post. Awesome. So you can see, talking about Ashe's head hitbox is massive. Well, check this out. This is the video from their YouTube channel, which shows you the size of Ashe's head. And it is indeed incredible. Here we go. We'll get rid of the sound and we will... I'm still trying to use this. You know what I need? I need one of them Elgato things where I can press the button and swap the scene. That'd be cool. Or maybe I just set up a hotkey on my keyboard. That's probably a cleverer way to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, whatever. I digress. So check this out. If we hit play here, we should see the size of Ashe's head hitbox. I mean, this is self-explanatory. Look at the size of it. It's not even being shot in the head. Yeah, it's registering as a head hit shot. It's crazy. I mean, this is more extreme than McCree. Like, McCree has got a ridiculous head hitbox, but this is something else. So, yeah, you can see as he's slowly moving around. Oh, it's not getting hit there. It's starting to get hit there. Yeah, you get the idea, ladies and gentlemen. It's not good. It's actually quite sickening, to be fair. But that's just, well, that's what's going on with Ashe's head. Fix it, Blizzard. So this is something else. Now, have you guys heard of Soulja Boy? I've got to be honest, I've never heard of this guy before in my life. Apparently, well, no, I have, because I heard of this guy because he did this. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. So if you look at this is a post actually from Engadget from a few days ago. This is talking about this games console. This is Soulja Boy's latest games console. Now, you guys might remember that he actually had a other games console that came out before Christmas, which actually is just him buying like these rip-off consoles from China and putting his name on and going, yeah, it's my games console, and selling it for a load of money. Well, it turns out that Soulja Boy's been at it again. So this is the only reason I know this guy. So this is his latest product, right? You can see, like, there you go, and then look at this. It's the same one from AliExpress. It costs $33, right? Soulja Boy is selling them for much more. However, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is Soulja Boy's store. It doesn't seem to be working anymore. So it looks like something questionable has happened. You know, maybe trying to sell games consoles, and just rebranding them, and yeah. Especially when they're rip-offs quite clearly of a Sony PSP, which is what that was. Also, as well, this is quite disconcerting. So this was a tweet from Soulja Boy. Is it here? Yeah. Look at this. I mean, I ain't going to read that to you guys, but you can make your own mind up on that. Because this is obviously somebody responding to him about his, like, hey, just stick it, you know, it's whatever. Maybe not the best response. Anyway, this dude, as we see here, has been talking to Cheddar about esports because he wants a Overwatch team and he wants CSGO players, and he says hit me up on Twitter. So, well, let's take a look at this.
The year's revving up. What are your plans for esports going into 2019?
We're launching it this year. Everything is going down. I really had to put up my own money. There's a lot of investors and stuff behind the scenes, but just starting off initially, I had to put up my own money to, you know, hire these kids. You know, so if you're that 16, 17-year-old kid watching this and you got a passion, hit me up, man, on Twitter, whatever. I'm signing talent, you know what I'm saying? And we're not looking, you know, Ninja is a great friend of mine. He got me verified on Twitch, and he helped me with my channel and, you know, did a lot for me, but we're not looking for those type of gamers. We're looking
that's expensive.
We're looking for the up-and-coming 16, 17-year-old hungry, with a goal, with a passion, with a dream. That's who I'm looking to join my esports franchise. But the gaming org, though, is 2019 is here, and we're in motion.
Word. So, and I heard you guys, you were talking about participating in games like Fortnite, Overwatch, League of Legends. What specifically would you want to get into?
Man, Overwatch, definitely Gears of War has a
Yeah, all right. You get the idea, don't you, ladies and gentlemen? Soulja Boy wants an esports team, although it doesn't really seem like he's got much of a plan to me, to be fair. He wants to find these kids, up-and-coming kids who are the best, and then does he know how much an Overwatch League franchise actually costs? Maybe he can actually get the investment for it. I don't know. He's probably massively wealthy anyway. In fact, I'll Google how much is this guy worth. I bet he's probably worth crazy money anyway. Let's have a look. Soulja Boy worth. He's probably 100 million. $30 million. That's not enough to buy an Overwatch League franchise, but he could try. But anyway, who knows? It's all good, I guess, if people want to invest more into esports, and it sort of makes games like Overwatch, I guess, more mainstream in a way. But is this guy really somebody who looks like he's capable of running a team? I don't know. I don't know the guy personally. We can only go off what his business practices seem to be, which is rebranding consoles. And, well, he was a bit offensive to somebody on Twitter. Anyway, let's move on. And finally, guys, we've got some Overwatch Contenders news. Now, keeping with the esports theme, this is actually really super huge news. Check this out. So what we've got is, this is a news post on the Overwatch Contenders website, and it's announcing 3 epic live events for Contenders in 2019. So I'm like, wow, okay, because remember, if any of you guys were following Contenders, all of the Contenders finals were basically, they're just LAN, or recently they've been LAN, so there's no actually going to an event or anything like that. You know, maybe that's because viewing figures weren't the best for these things and all of that stuff. So what they're doing is they're introducing a thing called showdowns. So they're going to divide the 8 Contenders regions into 2 divisions consisting of 4 regions each to inform invites to our new showdown live events. So what they're going to do is have a Pacific showdown, which that's actually, is that like, oh, I was going to say, is that a picture? Because it was like, it was grabbed it funny with a mouse pointer, but whatever. So this one is going to be in China, and it's going to consist of Australia, China, Korea, and Pacific, and 2 teams from China and Korea, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the Atlantic Showdown, and then you've got this thing called the, did they have the Gauntlet? Oh yeah, the Gauntlet is one of the live events as well, and the Gauntlet. Now, looking at these dates, the only thing which kind of confuses me is the date of this, the 10th of October to the 13th of October. These events, to me, look like they are fairly close to the Overwatch World Cup, especially this one, the Gauntlet. Now, not every team will be involved in this, but obviously there will be teams and there will be players that might play in the Overwatch World Cup. So this kind of got me thinking, like, I must stress, this is really good for the, let me just bring the camera back. This is really good for Tier 2 Overwatch, right? Because live events are great because you need that experience in the live, like, setting, because it's totally different when you play on LAN. Not to mention things like the tick rate are completely different, which just makes the game way more responsive. But giving some sort of exposure to T2 players to get them ready for Overwatch League, because that's what they're all trying to do, is really, really good. And exposure in the sense of get them on the LAN, get them to build a personality and all of that stuff, because that's what teams want. Now, the Overwatch World Cup thing is interesting. We don't know where this is going to go, right? Will there be an Overwatch World Cup next or this year? Who knows, right? Maybe they won't have the offline qualifiers like they did before, where we had the events all around the world. Maybe they'll just be like an invite-only thing at BlizzCon. Maybe they'll do it all online. We don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. But that, guys, wraps up the news for today. Obviously, the big news, or the big one, is the announcement of the Year of the Pig, which is the next event, which starts on the 25th of January. Guys, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And like I said, remember, if you like these videos, let me know what you think, because I actually prefer this style because I think it's really cool. I think it's like a mashup between almost like a live stream and a YouTube video. I think it's really, really cool. And obviously, we can cover a lot of events and we get to talk about loads of different stuff. Well, a lot of news. All right. I've been Stylosa, guys. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. Follow me on Instagram, which is @Stylosa. And I will catch you lovely lot on the next one. Toodaloo. I don't know why I laughed in there. I need to work out a way of, like, yeah, bye.